once you have your sensor reconnected, you're just gonna look for the hole right here, feel it kind of with your finger, feel a hole, you know what to do. Stick it in there. There you go. Man, I'm really regretting not driving this car. Look at this. Now slip lights on, airbag again, check engine light just popped back on after I put that sensor in. Like, what is going on? Well, go figure. I haven't driven the G in over 2 months since the coilover's been leaking and I have my other car. As soon as I take the G out and start having some good fun with it, guess what happens? Same thing as you guys always experience. A good old check engine light popped up. So let's go ahead and let's run my UpRev here and let's see what the engine code comes out to be. It's weird because usually when I get a check engine light, car runs like shit. So what happened here is I was racing someone and right at about 90 popped the light. Car really continued to run just fine, so I'm not too sure what this check engine light is. So let's see here. So here's my UpRev cord. Let's see. I'm gonna put it, quit beeping, put it down here. Let's go ahead and hook this in here. Let's see here. Let's see what we come back with here. One code found. So an ECU, a P1084 exhaust valve timing control. Huh. That's one of them cam sensors, isn't it? All right, as we step off the elevator to the most advanced garage you've ever seen. That's a joke. I got like no lifts, no nothing out here, but I've been making it work for all these years. One day I'll get some lifts. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is you need to understand where's bank 1 and bank 2. So bank 2 is on the driver's side. Bank 1 is on the passenger side. Bank 1 has the odd number cylinders, 1, 3, and 5. Bank 2 has the even cylinders, which are 2, 4, and 6. So right now, we're gonna go ahead and do bank 1, which is on this side. You don't need to remove the air intake. But for bank 2, to get easier access, you're gonna wanna remove the air intake. So if you're looking for where they're at, they're on the very back of this engine. Right here, and right here. So when you get the cam sensor code, which I forget what it is, I'll put down in the description, this is where you have to go to replace it. So here's the front of the motor, just like this. On the very back side, you're gonna reach behind, just a 10mm. Crack it to the left. All right, to begin, first we're gonna start on bank number 1, which is right here on the left side, or passenger side of the engine. All right, if you look here, here's gonna be your cam sensor for the intake, which is in the green, and then your cam sensor for the exhaust is in the black. So if you have a regular DE motor, not a REVup, you're only gonna have the green sensor, which is for your intake camshaft. So this is a sensor that measures on the intake side. Why the REVups make more power is because they actually have an exhaust cam sensor, which is the black one here on this. So you're gonna take a 10mm socket, and then we're gonna remove this bolt right here, which I already went ahead and loosened for you, obviously, for demonstration purposes here. So I recommend making sure that you do it while the engine's really cold, because these are steel bolts into an aluminum block, so you risk stripping it. And you're gonna go ahead and just pull the sensor out like this, as you can see. And then on the back of it, it has this like green looking thing. What you're gonna do is you're gonna push down on that. All right, and then once you put the sensor back in, the green tab will pop up just like this. See how it's all the way up? That means it's completely snapped in correctly. And we're gonna go ahead and put this back in the cylinder block. The light says, so it slides right in the hole like this, as you can see. And then, let's see. And then you just press it in until it pops like that. And then you're gonna take your 10mm bolt and you're gonna stick it right back in. And Yeah, I never really put any Loctite on this because the service manual doesn't say to. But you gotta remember, it's a steel bolt going into an aluminum block, so you're not gonna wanna torque this down hard at all. I mean, it's not gonna vibrate out because it snaps in anyways from the gasket. All right, for the intake cam sensor, which is the one in the green here, the exhaust one is down below it in the black. To be able to access the bolt, it's a lot easier if you just take an extension on your socket, and then it gives you access to go ahead and loosen that up. This is bank 1, which is on the passenger side of the vehicle. This is where the odd cylinders fire, 1, 3, and 5. On the back side of it, all you do is you push down on this little clip right here, and then wiggle a little bit, and this will come off real easily. And then go ahead and take this 10mm screw. Okay, and then once you get the screw out, the sensor will pull out really easily. Just give it a little wiggle. Alright, and you're just going to take the straight sensor just like this. And loosen this a little bit so it gives you a little bit more room to get down in there. The wiring harness. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it right back in the way you found it. And then look where the hole kind of lines up. Like this, just screw it in, and then you're just going to push it into place. It'll snap in there. Go ahead and stick that screw back in there, and then it'll just snap back on the place. So line up the grooves like this, and then just there you go. Hear the snap, and good to go. And then when you torque this bolt down, I mean, you get it finger snug, and then just a couple turns. You don't want to over torque it because remember, this is a steel bolt going into aluminum block. Okay, once the air intake pipe is removed out of the way, it gives you a lot easier access to get down in here. So put this light like this. Do not unplug this or else you have to do a throttle relearn. This is to your throttle body. So what I like to do is put a little dielectric grease on your sensor. So it'll be a straight one just like this. And then all you're gonna do is just slide it right into here. Let's see here, you can see the prongs. And then it'll lock itself into place. All right, so here's the straight sensor, which goes in for the intake cam. As you can see here, and then you just push on it, and it'll snap into place. And to unlock it, you just press down on this, and then it'll snap, lock down, and then that's how you pull the sensor. And all right, once you have your sensor reconnected, you're just gonna look for the hole right here, feel it kind of with your finger, feel a hole, you know what to do. Stick it in there. There you go. Then feel around for again where the, right there, where the screw goes in, and then you're just gonna push it in, it'll snap into place like this, and then put your 10mm bolt, and there you go, voila. The infamous cam sensor that everybody is dreading. This is how easy it is to go ahead and do. So there you have it. Now you have bank 2 completely done with a lifetime warranty from O'Reilly's. So I hope this helped you guys, being able to see it here a little bit better. I know I have another video out there, but this one I took a little bit more time and effort, made it a lot better. So till next time.